Welcome to Introductory Yoga. We'll be going through, this will be a 14-minute class, so enjoy and follow along. Find an easy seated posture. You don't have to look like this. You can be cross-legged. But let's just find ourselves and just kind of separate ourselves into this class, into this moment, closing the eyes if you're comfortable with it. Begin to focus on the breath through the nose. Find a way to soften the breath, smooth the breath out. And just on your own, begin to lengthen the exhale. So your inhale maybe is a little quicker. Your exhale is slower and longer. And with each exhale, see if you can't begin to soften the body. Begin to slow the mind down. Know that our practice of yoga will help us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So we see ourselves on this journey and grateful for the class that we are about to begin. And let's open our eyes. Let's come into a tabletop position. Begin to work on warming up the spine. So we're going to slowly lower the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, the back goes up, or head goes down. Inhale, belly down, head up. Comfortable movements, warming up the body. Exhale, head down, back up. And inhale. And exhale. One more time like this. Movement with the breath is called a vinyasa. And then next time we come back to center, let's get the sides of the spine, lift the feet up, swing the feet to one side, look to that side, inhale to center, exhale the other side. So you're back and forth. These movements can be slow or fast, whatever is going to be best for the body. Let's start to warm up the sides of the spine here. Our lateral movement of the spine. And then let's bring this back to center. Let's get a rotation in. So we'll keep one hand down, inhale, lift the other hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. And inhale, hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale that hand up. And exhale. Now this time, depending on how flexible we are, we might come down to the forearm. Others can go a little bit further. We're going to use this opposite hand to support us. Some can go all the way down. Doesn't have to happen. So find yourself, again, 80% of a stretch, never 100%. It's going to be safer. And with time, the muscle will appreciate that and minimize any injury. With our next inhale, let's press into the earth. Lift that hand one more time. Notice how much further you're able to go as we've warmed up the body. Let's do the other side. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. Coordinating the breath and movement is vinyasa. And inhale up. And again, exhale. We're going to find that 80% of a stretch. Wherever it is for you is fine. And breathe here. Each exhale, see if you can't release anything that's still tight. Our inhale. We're grateful for the breath. And then with the next inhale, let's bring that hand high. And then exhale that hand down. So from here, let's begin to look a little bit at a chaturanga flow. I'm going to curl my toes under. Press into the hands, really create a nice base with the hands, and lift the hips. Pressing into this. This is our exhale. Our inhale, let's come back to the knees. Find extension in the spine. Our exhale, pressing back. Nice stretch, and again, I'm super flexible, so your heels might not be on the ground, which is fine. And then let's press back here. So again, we might be stopping here. Others might go all the way down. It doesn't matter. Wherever your body wants to go, inhale, we come up. Curl the toes under, exhale into the down dog position. Inhale back to center. Exhale into our child's pose. We're going to add one more into this. Inhale to center, curl the toes under. Exhale into our down dog. Inhale to center. Exhale, you can keep the elbows in, maybe come down, touch the chin, maybe the chest. Inhale back to center. Exhale, curl the toes under into our down dog. Inhale back to center. Exhale, coming back. This is our child's pose. So any version, and if you want to stack your fists and just enjoy this for just a couple breaths, wherever your body goes is fine. Inhale back to center. Curl the toes under. Exhale into down dog. Inhale back to center. Slowly lower down. Keep the elbows in. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale back to center. Curl the toes under. Inhale and then exhale into that down dog. Inhale back to center. Exhale into the child's pose. Now we're going to hang out here for a little bit. I like to take my knees out just a little bit wider. And so we might be here, we might be here, some are here. The hands can be forward or backwards, but I'd like for you to just rest here for a few breaths. Continue to deepen the breath, maybe continuing to let the exhale be longer. Our ujjayi breath or our ocean sound is a great sound to make here as we're in this more relaxed posture. Stretching out the lower back. Should be at a place of comfort. So some of us might be here, which is fine. And then we're going to bring our hands down underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, exhale into the down dog. Let's take the hands and walk them back to the feet. And then from the back of the mat, let's inhale, reverse swan dive. And then exhale, hands in a prayer position. So let's do some chaturangas here. These are, again, we just want to continue to warm up the body. Exhale, hands in a prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, look between your legs. Inhale, flat back, look forward. We're going to bend the knees, hands come down, step back. So you can do this with straight legs or coming down to the knees, even lifting the feet. This is lowering down, elbows are close to the body. Bring your whole body down. This is a nice little back bend. Here, a little bit of pressure of the hands, and then I'm going to press all the way back into the down dog, and you can walk your feet in so that you feel comfortable in this down dog. Looking up at the hands, let's just walk the feet forward, find a flat back, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reverse swan dive, and then exhale, hands in a prayer position. So let's do a couple more of these. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're going to step back, lower all the way down. Again, knees down or legs straight. Inhale, this mini cobra. Bring the whole body down. Even the hips are touching here. Just a nice back bend. Curl the toes under. I'm going to keep the elbows in as I press back into this down dog. A couple breaths here. See if you can't really work on spreading the fingers out. More pressure in the first two fingers. As we push the hips back, try to work on rotating the eye of the arm forward, pull the shoulders down, away from the ears, so we're pulling our scapula down closer to the hips. And then looking up at the hands, let's step forward to find our flat back, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reverse swan dive, and then exhale, hands in a prayer position. Inhale up. Be grateful, exhale, forward fold. Look between your legs, inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're going to lower all the way down again with the knees or straight legs, it doesn't matter. Inhale, little mini cobra. Exhale into our down dog. Couple breaths here. Again, really pressing into the hands, spreading the hands out. It helps to stretch the hands, pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Looking up at the hands, let's step it, walk it forward, find that flat back, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reverse swan dive, and then exhale, hands in a prayer position. So it definitely gets my heart going, so hopefully you as well. Let's go through 3 of our warriors, warrior 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to start with my feet underneath my hips, and I'm going to step back with one of the feet. We're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you do. For stability, you can allow, if there was a straight line coming back from this foot, the further out you bring the back foot, the more stable you are. If you want a little bit more of a balance challenge, then you can get that back heel in line with that front foot. And then I'm just going to slowly kind of work on bringing my hips forward. And I have to almost release my lower back to begin to do some of this. And the chest is forward. And then we can bring the arms up, pull the shoulders down. I'm really pressing in with that back edge of that back foot. We're going to be here for about 5 breaths, almost 30 seconds. With time, I'm lifting up and out of the lower back, so I'm not crunching into the back. I'm reaching with the fingers, but pulling the shoulders down. And breathing into this. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the arms down, and with the movement of the arms, swoop yourself forward. This is our starting position, Samasthiti position. And then let's step back with the other foot. So again, figuring out what kind of base you need for your stability. And then from there, even hands on the hips is nice. You can start to dial the hips forward. Sometimes I like to almost pull my rib cage up because I can feel this extension that I can get in the lower back. Bringing those arms up with an inhale, pulling the shoulders down the back, chin parallel to the earth initially. I'm finding the back edge of that back foot and really pressing into it. This helps with our arches in the feet, creating strong, healthy arches. Lifting up and out of the lower back, feeling a nice stretch on the right side of my body here with my right leg back. Reaching with the fingers, but pulling the shoulders down. Breathe here. Another 5, 4, 3. Arms back, and then swoop yourself forward, our Samasthiti position. Let's come into our warrior 2. I enjoy this one a little bit more. So I'm going to step back with the other foot. Again, finding your base. And let's bring the arms up so that now the shoulders are parallel to the feet. So forward and backward. The arms are going to be parallel to the feet and the shoulders now. And you can just look backwards to see how the alignment of the arms are. But I'm reaching with the fingers, pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Slowly working on this rotation of the neck, bringing the chin around. I'm engaging my core, pulling up at the pelvic floor, lightly in at the navel. This creates some nice strength in the core of the body. Our functional movement all originates from the core of the body. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms back. Let's swoop it forward. Samasthiti. And then let's step back with the other foot. So again, finding your base. I like to sometimes almost bring the chest perpendicular to my mat and perpendicular to my feet. And then I can bring my arms up. I can just look and see how I'm doing here. That is the alignment I'm looking for. And then I can slowly bring the chin around. My gaze, they call it your drishti, your focus point, is between your fingertips and the next object in space. We find ourselves here. I'm really digging in with the feet. I'm pressing forward with the forward foot, trying to find the back edge of that back foot. And then from this, a lifting up and out of the lower back. My chest is expanding, it's lifting, even up through the crown of the head, like there's a golden cord pulling the crown of the head closer to the ceiling. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms back. Let's swoop it forward. Samasthiti. Balance is so important. So warrior 3 is a balance posture. We need to be doing some balance every day. We're going to start here and just bring one foot back, arms out to the side for the most stability, and then maybe I come up on the toes. So this could be a version. I am engaging my core. I'm pulling up at the pelvic floor, lightly in at the navel. And maybe there's a challenge where if I keep my focus on the ground still, my drishti, maybe the back foot comes up. So there's all kinds of versions, keeping that right leg straight. So find your version. If you fall out of it, then just fall out of it. And so initially we might be with the toes down, But you can begin to explore this. If I engage my core, then I can begin to come down almost like an airplane here. Pressing back with the back heel. Maybe the hands come forward. And then again, if you have to fall out of it, fall out of it. Let's hang out here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly coming out of this into our Samasthiti position, our starting position. And then let's do the same thing with the other foot. Just a nice step back. You can kind of almost grab the foot with this forward, grab the floor with this forward foot. Arms out to the side, most stable. Find your drishti, focus on the breath. Find the core, maybe begin to lift the back foot up. So wherever you want to go here, as you bring the arms forward, you'd like to say and work on getting the hips parallel to the earth. So it might happen. Any version here is fine. Find where you're most stable. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly come out of this Samasthiti position.